folks, welcome. Ryan here with a brand new video. And we are going to touch on a topic here tonight, becoming a better person. And how do you do that? I know a lot of people out there want to make the change, would like to change to be better than how they are right now. And this is not particularly easy. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. And I understand because it's called transformation for a reason. Transformation, which means change. And change is hard, folks. It is not easy at all. Okay? But it must be done. You know what I mean? So the change must happen. It's just something that you have to do in order for you to get out of their degeneracy, their mess, the anger, the bitterness, the resentment. I would say hold off on working on happiness. Don't work on happiness. Don't try to be happy. All right? Get away from the whole idea of being happy. And also stay away from forgiveness. Don't try to forgive, don't try to be happy. The reason why I'm saying this is you're going to take care of that another way. And the way how to deal with that is to become a better person. That's it. All right? Now, this is not particularly easy because a lot of people don't understand what it takes to change, to transform, to make yourself a better person. It is not a cakewalk. And don't listen to people out there telling you how, you know, easy the journey is. The whole transformational journey, how easy it is. Don't believe them. It is long, it is difficult, it is arduous. All right? You're gonna fall down so many times, but you're gonna have to get back up and get on track and start putting the work. You know what I mean? So don't listen to the people out there who are trying, because I hear people, I hear them sometimes, some of these gurus, like talking as if transformation is a cakewalk. It isn't. When you look at what you have to do, because there's a certain amount of work that is cut out for you, or you cut out for yourself. And you said this is the work that I am going to do on myself, because you have to work on yourself. And it takes discipline, it takes commitment, and it takes consistency. You need to be consistent. Exactly, Christy. You need to be consistent. All right, because we are trying to make the change. All right, and I understand why so many people shy away from jumping in head on into the transformation and into transformation, personal growth, personal development. And this is not about reading a few pages and going out there talking about you are into personal development and so forth. No, it takes way more than that. All right. Hi, Amy. Welcome. You know, it takes way more than that, folks. There's work that need to be done. And exactly because we just have to be honest with ourselves, and if we are not, then we're cooked. So transformation. What does that look like for you? I believe a lot of us are following other people's script, and we might be people, same people, but our experiences are different, and that's what shapes us. We are shaped by our experiences. All right. So we are gonna have to um look, take a good look at what you have to do, and you're gonna have to get that work done. When you wake up in the morning, uh, you know, one of the first thing you wake. I don't know how early you guys wake up, but I recommend you wake up early, and it's a lot easier these days because I have a ton of audios that I can just lay down in my bed and just listen to them. You know, yeah, I can just lay down in my bed and just listen to these audios. And now here is where I believe a lot of people um will actually not actually make the change. Here is where, because you see the thing is the repetition. I don't care what is it you are going to do. You're gonna have to use repetition. Let's say you are going to lose weight. You're gonna have to go to the gym every day. Can you give me what? I'm not sure. I don't know what that means, bro. Um, Folks, while you are here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Help your boy out. Help push me out into the YouTube universe. So like and subscribe, folks. Show your boy some love. All right. So um we are under, so we are talking about transformation here. Now, folks, I don't care what is it you're gonna do. You understand you're gonna have to use repetition. Okay? Thank you very much, Romeo. Suerta, Sureta. Hopefully, I pronounced that correctly. So now, folks, this is what now um, discipline, which involves or includes repetition. It is not sexy at all. It because one of the thing with discipline and consistency, you don't get no applaud for it. There is nobody there applauding you like, "Hey, good job, Romeo." No, you don't see that. So you don't get applaud for it, and that is one of the problem. So I can see why a lot of people don't want to endure it. They don't want to continue on with it. They just give up because there is nobody there cheering them on or anything like that. I do this. Thank you very much, Romeo. Take care. Nice stopping by. So there is nobody there cheering you on, folks, and this is a big part of the problem, which I see, and that's where a lot of you are gonna have to just understand that there is nobody. There will be nobody there to cheer you on when you are doing those reps. You're gonna have to make the run. You know. Thank you very much, Romeo. Take care. Bye bye. Um, so, folks, I don't care what it is. Maybe you wanna lose some weight. Maybe you wanna put on some weight. Okay, let's talk about putting on or grow some muscles. Let's talk about that. Is the repetition? Is every single day? No. What am I saying here? I don't know. Maybe you're gonna have to do 100 push-ups a day for the next year. I'm sure you will see some changes. But there will be nobody there. When you are on that floor doing those push ups, there will be nobody there. Just understand that. It's going to be just you, because it is these reps. You're going to be doing these reps over a long period of time because there is no shortcut. I don't care what you're going to tell me. I have never seen the shortcut before. I mean, there are some people who get there a little faster than some, but for most of us, there is no shortcut. We're gonna have to do the work. Unless I don't know about the these new fields like the AI and all of that stuff. I don't know how those things work. Maybe then Maybe then, well, my why, well, who you say, my why, okay, why am I doing this? Because I wanted to be a better person. And I know what I need to do every single day in order for me to make that transformation to get over into the better person category. Yeah. And also, I would like to be a better person with some money. Yeah. So yes, so I have a strong why I'm doing what I do and why I don't quit when it gets hard. We are looking right now. Yes, exactly. Better and stronger because I highly recommend fitness. When I hear transformation, I always want to ask, are you going to the gym? Are you lifting weights? Are you doing some push-ups and pull-ups? Are you doing that? Because so stronger. Yeah, I highly recommend you, at least straighten up yourself. Yeah. Yeah, so yes. And then, folks, I would add running to the transformation. One of the reasons why I recommend running is because when I look at runners, or when I hang around runners, I notice something about them. They are some of the happiest people I know, far more happier than other people. Running, this is known scientifically that it opens up something called endorphins, and this is where that happiness comes from. All right, so that's the reason why I think runners, most of us, we don't get angry too often and we don't stay in that state for a long time. Some of you, one thing happened and then that's it. Your entire day, you go through your entire day and you are just bitter for the rest of the day, maybe the rest of the week, and you are just angry. Runners, I don't think most of us are like that. We do have bad moments, but well, I should speak for myself. We do have bad moments, but like a bad day, I don't have a bad day. I just don't. Mood, stuff comes in and stuff goes out. I'm not going to let whatever some guy said to me outside there make me mad for the entire rest of the day. No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna sit down here worrying about you, sir, who said some crazy whatever craziness you have going on with you there. You're trying to take that out on me. I'm not gonna be mad, for the entire day. So yes, folks, I will definitely add running to the transformation. Now, here are some things that I highly recommend. I know this can be a touchy subject for a lot of people, and I would say spirituality. I know some people don't even want to hear that, and that's fine. I get it. I was once where you are too. I want nothing to do with spirituality because I just believe that the whole thing was just a joke, and but it can be a joke, like what I'm. I was listening to this audio this morning, and this guy, I can't even say what he was saying here because I don't think it's appropriate, but it's absolutely amazing. I can see why people want to stay away from religion. Period. All right, because this guy, he was saying some stuff. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's right, Arthur. Yep. You know, yeah. So, spirituality, folks. I highly recommend spirituality. You don't need to read the entire Bible, you know. Yep, exactly, Christy. I don't think you have to read the entire Bible or the Quran or whatever other spiritual book you read there because it's just too much, and you don't want to get into the politics of it either, where one guy said something else and the other guy said something else and this guy contradict himself, and you don't want to get into that. You want to find some scriptures which resonates with you. Start reading those scriptures, and Or you can find them on audio, and then I want you to listen to those, not once, not twice, but 1,000 times, because this is how you are going to burn those scripts into your subconscious mind, and that would help, help you to make the transformation, to make the change, because repetition is extremely important in transformation. You are going to read the same thing over and over. You are going to listen to the same thing over and over. You are going to do the same push-ups, the same pull-ups, the same weights. You're going to have to lift the same weights. You're going to have to do the same run, maybe a little bit longer sometimes, a little less sometimes, but either way, you're going to do the run. You know what I mean? So, transformation, repetition, the commitment, the discipline, the consistency, none of this sounds like, sounds sexy, and it isn't. And this is why you're gonna have to really really want to make the change. All right. And of course, personal development, I would say start off with some audios. Get some audios, one that you like. I know some other people might send you stuff and so forth, but pick the ones that you like and stick with them. And you can add more to it over a period of time, but it's best if you just stick with a few, and then you can listen to those and repeat it, listen to those over and over and over and over and over, because you cannot listen to these things one time, folks. uh, by the time you listen to the audio and then you walk outside, you forgot everything what the guy just said, the message. You forgot the message already. So this is why you have to keep going back. You have to keep going back to it. Keep going back to it. It's over and over and over and over and over and over, folks. And I can see why this is a problem for a lot of people, because they just don't understand that the repetition is what is going to, uh, you know, help you to not just make the change, but for you to stay in that state that you changed to. Remain there. All right. I was listening to, what's her name? Peggy. Geez, I forgot her name now. But she was the mentee of Bob Proctor, and she was talking about this man down in Louisiana, and the guy became very successful. He was doing um uh, uh um she was talking about this guy down in Louisiana. He became very successful, and because he did the work, the personal development, and he did what he's supposed to. He became very successful, but what happened? He stopped doing the personal development, and you know what happened? He went right back to where he was. The guy ended up being broke again. So, folks, once you get on this personal development journey, you need to understand that it you are never going to stop. Just understand that you will never stop doing it. You know what I mean? So, when we are out here, hey, Cristiano, good to see you. Hello. So when you get on this journey here, just understand that. I know a lot of you are, you want to become successful, and that is something which is different for everybody. And I think you should actually look for something that you can be successful at. You know what I mean? And then you start there. Start with something that you can be successful at. Maybe you want to run 10 miles. Start working on that. Start working on, running 10 miles. So you're going to run, a mile, and then you can take it up to another 2 mile, 3 mile, 4 mile, 5 miles. And you keep on going until you get to 10 miles. But start working on something that you can become successful at. That's what I'm thinking. Or maybe you want to read, 10 books. You're not gonna read those 10 books right away. It's gonna take you a while, especially if you haven't reading any books in a while. It's gonna take, you're gonna have to do it little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know, man. I kind of like long distance running. It makes me feel, when I get through done with the running. It's like I like that runner's high. I like feeling that. Yeah. So yes, folks, w- transformation, it is not necessarily easy. All right, and I know Cristiano. Well, that's what I said to first when I just started. It wasn't easy at all when I just started out. But now I can run, 16 miles right now. 20 miles. I can do that. We did 23 miles. So a while back, and I'm looking to do some, to run a little bit more now, right now. Yeah, yeah. So, oh yeah, 5 miles is good. I do 5 miles. I mean, I did 1,000 miles. What are you talking about, dude? 1,000 miles? Are you nuts? Mm, yeah. So yes, Arthur, 5 miles. That's something you can work on, because I really look when I just started running. 5 miles was difficult for me, but after a while, I broke through it. I start doing 5 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles, 10 miles, 12 miles, and so forth. So yes, 5 miles can be very difficult in the beginning, especially if you haven't run for a long time. So yes, uh, Simon says, yeah. So running, I highly recommend running as a part of your transformation package. You're gonna see you're gonna feel the difference. You're gonna see the difference, in your life. And don't forget, also try do a little bit of reading, lots of listening, because I know a lot of you probably prefer to listen a lot, but do a little bit of reading. If you can, if you cannot sit down to actually read, because reading takes a lot of time too. I know, right? uh, yeah. So yeah, yes, Ronaldo, we should go for a run one of these days, man. If we can run 20 miles, let's go. Let's do it. Is that a book author? Shining? Well, my best is 4-0, and that was 13 miles, and we did it. I did that in less than 2 hours. Like, yeah. Oh, nice. I never heard of it. I will check it out. Okay, so it's a book and a movie. Cool. I'll check it out, Arthur. Sounds good. Yes. So Ronaldo. Yeah, my best was 8.40, 13-mile run when I did it in less than 2 hours. So yeah, there you go. Um, um, yeah. So yes. So running has helped me a lot. Has changed my life. Running has brought new people into my life as well. Um, I met new friends. And I'm still meeting new friends because of running. So that's one way. If you want to meet people, I would say become a runner. You know, yeah. I said 8.40, bro. I just said 8.40, Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. I just say 8.40. That's my top speed. Uh, yeah. So that's one way how to meet people. And another way how to meet people as well, get into the gym. And you will meet some people there, get in shape also. Because folks, I don't care what they're gonna tell me. You know, I don't care what they are going to tell me, folks. People who are in shape, oftentimes, when you look, I don't mean that people are gonna treat you bad because you are not in physically good shape. I don't think so. I mean, that's not what I'm saying. But you will see the difference when you sit down with a guy who is jacked. You know, you will see the difference. Walk into the room, you know, unfit, and with the guy who is fit, and you will see the way how they treat you. Don't believe them, folks. When you hear, oh, you don't have to go work out. You can just be how you are. Sure. No, I'm not telling anybody what to do at all. But what I notice, whenever you are in the room with the guy who is jacked, you are going to see how people gravitate to that guy more. So I think it's worth it going down to the gym or hit the floor. I got back into push-ups here recently, and I'm doing somewhere um be 250 push-ups or more. So that's what I'm doing, like, every single day. I shoot for 250, 250 push-ups or so every single day. That's my goal. uh, because I understand the you get people respect people who are in shape because it is not easy to do. All right. And this is part of the transformation as well, because when you start making that change and you start to put in the work out, you know start making friends, your association, it becomes more of a more legit people. I would say, because typically people who are in shape, they are more serious people. They are people who are more committed. All right. And these are people who are consistent. So you probably can see, you probably can tell how are they going to show up in your life because of the way how they show up in their lives. You know what I mean? So start running or working out, Arthur, or both. Yeah. So it is, yeah. So it is something that whenever I see somebody get up and go down to the gym, like really early in the morning, I have to give credit to those. I have to look at those people a certain way. Oh yes, exactly, right. Because I have been doing that now, Arthur, for over a year now. Today is day 406 days since I have been running and working out. You know, and I cannot. It's like how the difference, my mood, the way how I feel, a whole lot has changed for me over the past year. And running and working out has helped with that. And when and you're the people who I'm meeting these days are actually people who are into fitness as well, exercise, fitness, health as well, you know, and people who wants to transform, and people who wants to, you know, get on their spiritual journey and meditate and do whatever, just to make, do whatever it takes to make their lives better. What feels right for them, what feels good for them. All right. So yes, folks. All right then. Well, this was a nice little chat with you guys here tonight, and I'm looking forward to see you guys in another chat or another live chat. So don't forget, folks, to become a better person. Work on yourself. It can be done. Nobody can take that away from you, folks. when you when you make the transformation and become a better person. That nobody can take that away from you. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to thank you very much, Arthur. Don't forget, folks, like and subscribe. Help your boy out. You know, show your boy some love. Like and subscribe. So don't forget, folks, to put in the work. The work must be done. All right? And it's not easy work. This is the reason why you're gonna have to do it little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece. Don't bite off too much. And don't let these guys tell you have to work hard and you have to grind. And yes, you can work hard and grind, but don't get burnt out either, because I can tell you I'm doing this for 406 days and it feels like burnt out sometimes, okay? Because we are human beings. That does happen. So this is when you're gonna have to slow down a little bit. Try not to move too fast because it can hurt you in the long run. All right. See you soon in a brand new live, and I will talk to you in my next live. Bye for now.